a bit.
Hello, 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 ladies. How are y'all this morning?
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Yes, hello, Michelle and Crafting Amy. There's Nana Cat and Mara. How are y'all all this morning? Thank you so much for being here with me. Yes, it is still the Maureen and
With us.
Carrie.
With us.
Yes, it's still the Carrie and Maureen show, but we decided that maybe it would be easier, and probably is easier, that we split up the days that we're alive but still be together. That way you don't have to keep flipping back and forth between being sure that you've left your thumbs on each channel and who it is you really want to stay with. This way too, you get to see everyone's comments in the chat. Good morning, Candy. How are you doing today, sweetheart?
Good morning. Sorry,
So
I'm having a moment.
You're having a moment. Yes, I got her boo-hooing earlier, folks, so we're trying to get her over it. Took a little walk down memory lane. And good morning, Stitchin'. How are you? Thank you so much for being here with us.
Hi, Stitchin'.
Do you mind telling us your name so that we can call you by your name, or would you rather we just call you Stitchin'? But I do like that name, Stitching the Spectrum.
Yeah, that is a cool name.
I really think it's awesome how we've all... Sarah, well, welcome in, Sarah. Thank you so much for being here with us today. I greatly appreciate it, and I know Carrie does too. I just love how when you're out there looking for new channels or, YouTube suggest channels for you, some of the names that folks have been able to come up with to describe themselves and their craft. Good morning, Robin. How are you, sweetheart?
Good morning,
I'm a
Robin.
new subscriber, so this is fun. Well, thank you so much. We are happy that you are here.
Well, as we go on through the live, my channel will drop, and it's Carrie the Yarny Elephant. Make sure to pick me up because tomorrow we're playing bingo.
Yes, Sarah.
And it's at 6:30 Pacific, 10:30.
9:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Hi,
Good
Carrie.
morning, little Carrie. Will the time here be 8 a.m. Mountain Time? Happy I was awake. I would have missed it. Blah, blah. Or I would have missed it. Boy, my tongue rolled over that funny.
Bingo's yes, really fun, and we play for an hour and a half. Well, we play 10 games.
And most of the time, I mean, about 95, 98% of the time, we do get in 10 games. So it is lots of fun. Mindfully crocheted. I always want to say crafty. I don't know why. But mindfully crocheted is Mara, and she comes up and helps us with the bingo. So it will be a lot of fun. I do hope that you'll catch us tomorrow. Yes, little Carrie, on Mondays, I will be going at this same time slot right before Hobie Bingo. So I will be live in our normal time slots, 10 a.m. Eastern on Mondays and 11 a.m. Eastern on Thursdays.
Except for this week.
Yeah, except for this week. Carrie and I are going to flip the days because she has
I have a spa day on Friday.
Okay. I couldn't remember. And then Carrie will have Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Like I said, we just figured it would be a lot easier because I know sometimes y'all have mentioned that you're not seeing everything in the chat. And when you're on one channel, you weren't seeing what was going on in the other channel. So this way we don't have to worry about it anymore. Everybody can see exactly what is going on in the chat. So, and this way too, if one of us can't meet our day, we can always just flip it and you'll always have one of us to chit chat with. So I wanted to start out today um, mentioning something. It's kind of been on my heart for a little while. Good morning,
Rachel.
Rachel. And good morning, Nancy. How are you lovely ladies doing today? I hope you're all doing well. Uh, I would hope. Now, I know some of you don't mind sharing, but I want us to all be able to share with one another openly here when we need prayers, when we have prayer concerns, whether it's for ourselves or someone in our family, a close friend, even if all you want to share is just that you need unspoken prayer, because we all know God knows what's going on in each one of our lives anyway.
Whether
But
you're a believer or not.
that's right. That's right. Um, we all want to lift each other up, especially in times of needs. But we we really do tend to forget as well to share with one another when God has answered a prayer or when we've had something spectacular happen to us. Um, and I just think that we need to celebrate the good times as well. So I just wanted to throw that out there to you guys. I mean, I keep a running book of everyone who contacts me one way or another asking for prayer. And I don't mind praying for anyone. I truly don't. But I also wanted us to be willing to share with one another, like I said, when a prayer has been answered or something, like I said, fabulous happened to us. And I'm going to start out this week saying that my grandson is a junior in high school. And out in our area in West Texas, we are made up of a lot of small communities. And there's many miles between us. It's nothing to travel 50 miles to go to a football game or a basketball game. But this year, there were 5 awards given out for, it's called the National uh, Band Merit Award, and some scholarship money comes along with it. So that's a really good thing. But my grandson was one out of 5 that was awarded this reward. And of course, he'll get some scholarship money next year when he graduates from high school. And he was the only junior out of the 5 that were awarded. So that is my praise. Didn't even know. I mean, it was a total surprise to him. He was recommended by his band director and several other teachers there at the school. So, like I said, it came as a total surprise to him. But woohoo! Let's see. Laura came in. Good morning to you, Laura. Oh, I appreciate on your channel. I think it's wonderful that you want to pray for all of us. Well, sweetheart, you know, a lot of times there's not anything any of us can do, whether it be because of money situations or the distance, but we can always support one another in prayer. So I just believe that that's a great thing. I love the openness to prayer. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I hope everyone had a great weekend. I did. My husband and I, he was off Saturday, so we decided to take a little trip down south. Um, we didn't really realize how far down south we were going to have to go, but I had got this note.
Go.
I did go. Yes, ma'am. We made it all the way down to the southernmost part of the United States. We got on US Highway 1, and I made it all the way down to the 0 marker. And that is supposed to be the southernmost part of the United States that you can drive to. So, woohoo! Well, Nancy, I got you in my book, sweetheart. Thank you so much for sharing, sweetheart. You went to the Keys? Yes. It was really funny because we were about 50 miles away. And like I said, we got down to Key West, Key Largo, somewhere in there. I mean, I don't really know. There were so many key named little towns. And my husband had stopped at a convenience store. It's just before the Keys. Yes, we went through Homestead. You were there in 2002, Mara? Yes, it was very cool. Oh my goodness. Um, so we had to stop to get the dogs some water, and as he was pulling out of the convenience store, he was turning to go back north, and I was like, I thought we were going all the way down to the end. And he said, you still want to go? You realize it's going to be late getting back? And I said, yeah. I said, okay. So yeah, I was acting like a little kid. So he turns the car around and we start heading south some more. And oh my goodness, it was a 13-hour round trip. We didn't realize how far down we had gone or how long we'd been on the road, actually. But we got to go to, I got to see, I did not get out of the car because there was so many people downtown. But I did get a picture of Jimmy Buffett's original Margaritaville bars. Anyway, yeah. And then of course we didn't get out. We just kind of slowly drove by, and I got my picture of it because everybody's there to see, Jimmy Buffett's the original, and there was lots of people out everywhere. But yeah, it was a good day. But oh my goodness, we got home about 12:30. By 12:45, we'd already walked the dogs. I mean, Wayne told Lacey, "It's going to be a quick walk, girl." So key lime pie, yes. Oh my goodness! And you know what else I saw? Um, Now, some of you may not be old enough to remember this movie, but it was called Where the Boys Are. It's a black and white film. And as we were driving down, Wayne had called his oldest brother because his oldest brother um, has been all over Florida. He and his wife love Florida. But anyway, they were telling us, okay, so here in just a few miles, because they knew exactly where we were at from what Wayne was describing. Okay, here in a few miles on the right is going to be the hotel and the little restaurant where they filmed the movie Where the Boys Are. And sure enough, there it was. I mean, so I had to get a picture of that too. Did you get to see the famous buoy? Now, is that the one that's in Marathon, I think? Oh, you are, Sarah. She says she's a Florida girl here. Do you still live in Florida, Sarah? We didn't stop really to have any pie or anything like that, but oh my goodness, yes, the southernmost point. No, I didn't see the buoy. Oh, you are. Where are you from, Sarah? But we had a great time just driving around, honestly. We'll be leaving here in a couple of weeks to go to Alabama for a inspection up there. But when we come back to Florida, yes, we took our picture at the buoy. Oh, you did, Mara. Sarasota. Okay. Let me think. Sarasota. Gonna have to give me a famous city landmark like Naples, Tampa, Orlando, Jacksonville, Fort Lauderdale, Miami. Hi,
I
Rita. How are you doing? I wanted to let you know your mama looks so good standing there on her walker. She had a big old smile on her face, and I know it's because she was happy to be home. 45 miles. Okay, so see, I knew that rang a bell. South of Tampa. Okay. We're about we're at Lake Placid. So you're probably pretty familiar where we're at. But yes, it really was a nice drive. But I did tell Wayne, I said, look, the next time we want to do this, um, let's plan on spending the night. Because, like I said, man, that trip down there and back all in one day, oh my goodness, all I could do is just sit around, and that was it yesterday. Rita says, I am warm and mama's in bed. She is relaxing and falling asleep today. That, yes, she does. She needs her rest. Mara says it was a fun experience. We had our 7th month twins on a cruise that went to Key West and Cozumel. It would be awesome to go back. Well, it's definitely a place that Wayne and I plan on exploring a little bit more whenever we get back. So, but like I said, Wayne's older brother and his family, they really love Florida. So, as I said, what did the rest of you do this weekend? Inquiring
I
minds.
crocheted.
Oh, yes. Carrie is on a mission to finish this blanket by when?
Well, I want to get it done by the end of June,
There you go. Yeah.
but the wedding is July 10th.
You want to show everyone your progress?
Sure.
Oh my goodness, Mara, I cannot believe you're old enough to have twins that are 23. Just hush. You are not that old.
Okay, so this is called The Here and Forever. It's a bride and groom. I'll just set the scene for you. It's a archway. That's what I was trying to think of.
Archway. Okay.
Yeah, I knew it would come to me. It's a
Mm-hmm.
bride and groom, and now it's mosaic, so it starts from the bottom up. They're in an archway, and they've got vines and I don't know what the big balls are,
Right.
but they've got balls of maybe they're I don't know, but this is one of them right here,
Okay.
and then this other is her dress. All this other black is her dress.
Yeah. It's the lower part, and it seems to be, yeah, there you go, flowing out from behind her.
And then because it's cool, I have it on both sides.
It's a reversible.
Because
Which,
it's against wood.
isn't that pretty, folks? It's going to be beautiful on both sides.
Now I have some mistakes on the back side. Now for those of you who know mosaic,
Hello, my crafting gypsy. How are you?
hello Gypsy. You do the reverse the same by picking up the single behind a double crochet.
Right.
It's so easy. It's called the negative stitch.
There you go.
So if you're interested in that, it's so easy, Sarah. It's so easy.
Yeah. Sarah said she visited her local yarn store today. So what'd you get? What'd you get? Okay, let's see. We've got Connie and the Twisted Fiber Gang. Okay. Nightbot will drop Carrie's channel here in just a few minutes. And so,
Well, here. I
and
can drop my channel. Yeah, I can. Don't you have drop?
I don't think so, not yet. That's something I meant to set up and it just flipped right out of my head.
Because I don't think I'm a mod.
You went to a yarn store and did not buy anything? Oh my goodness, Sarah, you have much more willpower than I do. Oh, you're on a yarn budget? Well, I can understand that. It was dropped earlier? Okay, well, it'll come back around here in just a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, look, I did get it fixed.
Oh.
There you go. Just type the word drop. Thank you, Rachel. I drop it for you, but I'm not a mod either. Sorry, y'all. Well, I only set Nightbot up a few months ago, I think. Always have to have somebody standing behind me telling me what to do. Well, thank you, Sarah. Good morning, Trisha. How are you doing, sweetheart? Oh, thank you, Carrie. She's been a member for 3 months. See, that's about how long I've had Nightbot running. So I'm still getting stuff figured out on him. Well, let's see.
Thank you, Sarah.
I think I have just about got my computer issues all worked out.
Oh, good.
Although yesterday on Twisted Fiber Friends, which was at my house, I was going to do a tutorial on a market bag pattern that I have. My camera would not work. Now, folks, I had spent all this time getting it set up to make sure, now this was the big thing, to make sure that whenever the camera showed what I was doing, that my hands were correct. Because in the past, when I've done a live tutorial, my hands are always upside down because of the way the camera was facing. Well, we worked on it yesterday, and I got it all set up. So it was when it was time for me to switch cameras, to get to it, my external camera here would not work, would not turn it on or anything. So I had to verbally direct Froggy to run through it for me. And as soon as we got off the live, I'm sitting here fiddling with it, and boom, there it is. It's working. I don't know what happened to it. Everything was plugged in. Yes, it was just like, nope, I ain't working for you right now.
Scared of the lives.
It could have been, I don't know, or maybe it didn't like the fact that I had switched it around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's scared of the lives.
Well, it definitely had a mind of its own yesterday, let me tell you. But anyway, because I don't normally pay attention to the way my hands are whenever gremlins. Yes, Mara, gremlins. When I'm filming something, I don't pay attention to how my hands are, because in Filmora, I can just go and, flip the picture around and it's fine. And I'd never thought about that before. Who fed them after midnight? It wasn't me. Nancy's saying the camera was shy. Camera shy. Oh, goodness. Goodness. It got stage fright. Yeah, I don't know what it got, but anyway, it just was not playing nice for me. That was for sure. So what does everyone have on their hook right now? And how many projects do you have on a hook?
You know what, you guys?
4.
I am Miss Starditis.
Yes, you are.
I have worked on this thing solely. For how long, Maureen?
A good 2 weeks, if not more.
Well,
maybe
I started it before the 1st of May, probably a week before May.
Yeah. So you've probably been at it a month.
So, and we're already the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a month. And I've
Mm-hmm.
been working on this one project because I swore. So when I'm not crocheting, when when I'm fed up with this,
Right.
I stretch out instead of putting a stitch marker in like a doofus, I just, and this is what I do. I sit here and try to figure out what I did wrong. Because in mosaic, it's either a single crochet or it's a
Right.
double crochet. It can't be anything else.
Nope.
So if I come to a spot where there's a double crochet and I'm supposed to have a double crochet there, well, you can't put a double crochet on a double crochet. It
Nope.
won't work.
Or a single on a single. Yep.
It won't work.
Your pattern won't look right.
You can put a single on a single.
Mm, can
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
I guess you can.
Um.
I don't pay
Anyway,
that much attention. Of course, I'm not doing something like yours. Mine, I have the little repeat pattern section, so I just
yeah.
go with it.
So this is 200 and let me see how many stitches really quick. So the very first one I did the shell lock. Oh,
Right. Hello, Denise. How are you, sweetie? Thank you for joining us today.
um, so it's 219 stitches across, and that's sometimes there's a repeat of like 2 double crochets and 5 singles
Right.
times 2,
Okay.
and then 1 double crochet, and then it goes a long period of time, and then there's maybe at the end of the row a repeat of 3 double crochets and 7 singles or something.
Right.
It's usually the other way around, but whatever. I'm just using this as an
Right.
example. So, and then it's times 3.
Mm.
But the rest of it is all like individual stitches, like
Right.
3 double crochets and 7 singles, then 5 double. I mean, and it just goes on and on and on. Hi, Denise.
Sarah said that she is working with the all-in-one granny square yarn for the first time. Are you trying to follow the pattern and make granny squares, Sarah, or are you using it for another project? Nancy said she's still waking up, but she has 2 crochet whips and 2 crafty projects going on.
Hi, Ashley.
Hello, Ashley. How are you doing today? Rita is on Amazon looking for desk and kitchen tables and other smart ideas for a small place. I understand, sweetie, you got to make use of every little inch, don't you? And Denise, it's okay if you work for a lot for lurk around for a while. That's fine. Granny squares, yeah. Uh-huh. Well, let me know how that puppy works out for you because I want to tell you something. It didn't work out too good for me. Well, I'm just going to tell y'all, and I'm sure if you've watched anyone else that has, played around with the yarn and given their review of it, you really do have to play around and figure out your tension to get those squares to fall right. Yes, and I found a couple of desks that we can use and a rocking chair for Mom. That'll be so nice. Oh, Rachel, she's working on finishing up the finishing touches on her hooker versus hooker project that's due June the 1st. Oh, you are making it work. Well, that's great, Sarah. You've got a lot more patience than I have. But then I tell you what, I tell people all the time, patience is not a virtue for me. God keeps giving me things to teach it to me, but I guess I'm just too hard headed.
It can still be used for other things
Oh,
um,
yes.
as
Oh,
the
yes.
other day showed. She had somebody make a blanket.
Oh, yeah. I'm using up what I had bought. I'm making market bags out of mine. I mean, I usually make my market bags when I need to replace one or someone wants one. I make my market bags out of acrylic anyway because I find that they last longer than if they're made out of cotton. They wear better, I guess is what I should say. Because I use my market bags when I go to the grocery store, especially in stores that you either have to bring your own bags or they charge you for the bags that they have to use to take them. So
Yeah, isn't that ridiculous that we're
mhm.
paying for garbage bags now?
Yep. That's why, like I said, I keep several of them in the back of my truck. So Rachel says, I want to do tutorials in the future, but I need to find something to hold my camera while I crochet. There are several options out on Amazon. Um, I have two different arms here. They both clip to my desk. The one I was trying to use yesterday was, once I figured it out, was easier for me to turn my camera so that doing a live tutorial, my hands would be in the right position instead of upside down. But my other one is spring loaded and it works a lot easier for me whenever I'm doing tutorials. So it just depends on if you're in a place where you can attach an overhead boom, then I would really suggest you go with one like that. But since I move around so much, I can't do that.
Thanks for the what?
I don't know. I was trying to figure out the little picture. Is that a yarn ball? Thanks for the yarn.
I don't know. I can't read the last word.
Denise. Thanks for the yarn, Denise. Is that what you're saying, Michelle? Well, hello, Sandra. How are you doing today?
Hi, Sandra.
Oh, Ashley just went live on her YouTube channel. Well, good for you, sweetheart. Yes, she's saying thank you, Denise, for the yarn. And of course, Michelle is cryptic. That's what she was saying. Are you already at work, Sandra, or are you on your way? And Gypsy said those dolls are adorable. Which dolls are you talking about, sweetie?
Probably the ones in your thumbnail.
Oh, the one in my thumbnail. Okay. Been busy checking emails from Friday, Sandra says. Oh my goodness. There you go. There you go. My overhead Nancy says my overhead camera is attached to a tripod that is attached to my ceiling that's upside down. Oh, goodness, Sandra. She's already been to work for almost 2 hours. Ashley is crocheting on an afghan. Excuse me.
How can you be live and hear talking and crocheting an Afghan.
No, I think she was saying she went live earlier.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I was confused. She says I don't have work today.
Oh, that's great.
Ashley, I'm so confused.
Well, Carrie, even though we are on my channel, I know everyone would love to have a devotional reading.
Okay. I'm assuming that today would be day 40.
Yes, ma'am.
Forgiving ourselves. Just learn from your mistakes and forgive yourself and better yourself. Richard Allen. Loving God will Loving God, we thank you for loving us when we have fallen short, when we have failed to love our neighbor as ourselves, when we have been foolish, selfish, or thoughtless. Thank you for loving us when we have been driven by our anger, our fear, our lust, our greed. Thank you for loving us when we have done things that dishonor you, our neighbors, and ourselves. Just as you have preemptively loved and forgiven us, we pray that the grace to the grace to love and forgive ourselves. Help us to never stop learning, growing, and getting better, even if that growth at times is slow and uneven. Help us get better. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you. That is one of the hardest things to do, isn't it? Is to
Yep.
forgive ourselves. It really is. Hello, Darla. How are you, sweetheart? Michelle says Jason needs to make stronger coffee
Why?
because you're out of it today.
Oh.
You get confused easy.
Oh, yeah, I am out of it today. Maybe if I take my pills, I'll be better.
I was just getting ready to ask. There we go. All right. Anyone else that needs to take your meds, be sure that you do so. Don't need to be worried about high blood pressure or the blues creeping in. You already did, Mom. Well, there you go. All right. So Rachel's already taken hers. You know, I have to
Okay.
ask my husband every morning.
Hi, Darla. Sorry.
Did you? That's okay. Did you take your pills? Most of the time he says yes, but like this morning, it was like, uh, I don't know. And so, like with Carrie, I keep his medication, separated into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday little boxes because sometimes he forgets even if he did take it. So I had to, I was helping him clean out his truck over the weekend, and he is supposed to take one low dose aspirin every day. And so normally he keeps it in the truck because he doesn't like taking it with his blood pressure medicine in the mornings. But I found a bottle that should have been empty, but it wasn't. So I brought it in and I stuck it in with his blood pressure medicine. And I said, well, since you can't seem to remember to take it on your own, you're going to have to take it while you're here at the house. So, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, his blood will get so thick on him at times that the blood pressure medicine really does have a hard time working. And so the doctor told him he needed to be taking, that, what is it, 80 milligram, the low dose aspirin. And so I have to make sure I don't want to run him to the hospital again. That was scary.
Yeah.
Don't
So I
like it. Go ahead.
what'd you say?
I said, I just don't want to do that again.
No, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to do it either. Or I wouldn't want to be the recipient of the one being ran to the hospital.
Right. Either one.
Yeah. I want to stay far away from them. I want to know what everybody has planned for today. If you're working on something, I want to know what it is. Unless you're having to work, then I don't want to know because you should be hi, Darla. You should be staying at home, crocheting with the best of us.
Well, for those that have to work, I do feel sorry, but maybe, do you ever have any? I wonder how many people do take a little project to work with them to crochet on. Sandra says, dang, you're nosy.
No, I said if you're working, I don't want to know.
Well, I want to know.
Just your mouth, Sandra.
uh Doing 4 rows of my Irish stitch wrap, then working on a commissioned mini me doll. Then who knows? There you go, Nancy.
That's nice, Nancy.
I work on different projects throughout the day. I try to allot myself about 3 hours on the ones that I'm working on. So
Stitch is starting a new blanket for her brother.
ooh,
Taking care of the kiddos.
Sandra says she's making a lunch reservation for her boss and a client. And Nancy said, I used to take crochet in my bag when I worked. Oh, Trisha is working on a mile a minute with her scrap yarns.
We don't want to talk about what Trisha was doing the last couple of days because it was vital. It was so bad.
Oh, really? Mara says,
just going to keep talking.
Mara says, work, then chiropractor, then home. I really need to work on laundry and some tidying of the house, and also have to pick up the dog's medication. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so let me explain why the bite me came in. I love you so much, Trisha. And you too, Sandra. Anyway, I love all you guys. I'm just a sappy bitch. Anyway, so I'm going to the Northwest Yarny Social that's in Boise, Idaho. And we're asked to do a Sun Bunny or this bubblegum blanket by TL Yarn
Craft.
Yes. And it's actually a really pretty blanket. It looks really simple.
Uh-huh.
You better love me. Anyway, the blanket itself is is actually not that bad. The border is not not your average everyday border that you can just whip out. I mean,
Uh-huh.
Trisha can Trisha can crochet. She's a damn machine.
Yes, she is. She can crank those things out like crazy.
Yeah, the gumball Afghan. Yes.
There you go. She
And
says the blanket's simple, the stupid border sucks.
honestly, Carrie, I don't know how many people are going to do that border. I want to talk to you about that. Maybe you should ask Trisha because it does the single crochet in the third stitch.
Oh, little Carrie says, I love the border.
Well, the border looks amazing, but wait until you get to it. So what I did was I resourced the blanket out because I am booked. There's
You
no
can't
way
take
I
one
can do it.
thing
I
right
wouldn't
now.
get it done in time.
Third loop.
Third loop half double. That's what it is. Third loop half double.
Congratulations, Darla. She said, I received my national certification in phlebotomy 5 days ago. That is awesome. We're all
Congratulations.
so proud of you. It's TL's design, so I'm not messing with it. She was so awesome to agree to collab with us. That's great.
Yeah. Oh, she was. I was really nice of her.
Very awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Isn't that great, little Carrie? Tell us how you really feel,
Poor
Trisha.
Trisha. I know. It just slowed her down. There wasn't something that she could rush. I mean, that she could like, because that third loop is so hard to get to. It really slowed her down,
Oh,
and because you have to look for that third loop, you can't just like. I mean, because she's a. I
pencil.
need to take it. Yeah, she's a pencil holder, and she just pokes
Right,
it in, and she can crochet without looking, except for that
right.
third loop. She's got to look for that third loop. But I do appreciate her doing that for me.
Carrie, quit sugarcoating it.
Yes, congratulations, Darla. Anyway,
Thank you for sharing that praise with us, Darla. That was awesome. I would think, see, I think Wanderlust Crochet is doing the same thing, Rachel said.
yes, it is. It's the same for the same charity.
Oh, goodness. Wait till you get my bill, Trisha says.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting.
Oh,
It's
goodness.
not the same bill that she gave me before she started. I'm sure.
Oh, my word.
Anyway, um,
Yes, money, 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 money. Here we go.
money. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna try to work out 10 rows of stitch.
Mm-hmm. 10.
Yeah, I'm on 66 now. I want to be ready to start 76 when I go to bed.
Well, good. Yes, Dana from Lust Crochet and I are hosting and co-hosting the Pacific Northwest Yarny Social, and the Gumball Afghan and Sun Bunny are the cows for it. Excuse me. Well, awesome, little Carrie. And now, which one is this one going to be at?
This one's in Idaho.
In Idaho. Okay.
In Boise, Idaho.
Okay.
Yeah. And the blankets and the sun bunnies are going to Colorado. There's, I can't remember. It's a 5-house. Trisha said, "Make the sun bunny."
Make the sun bunny.
Hi, Kimmy.
Thank you, Michael, for popping in here. Well, we look
Hi,
forward to
Michael.
the tutorials that you're making. Thank you so much.
Anyway, there's five houses and there's 6 kids to a house, and they have
30.
foster house parents,
Right.
but house parents to each of these 5 houses. You probably know more about that than we do, but this is a place in Colorado, and it's so I don't know even how she found this place, but when she talked about it on her live, I was like, I have to do something for this group of kids.
Right.
Because somebody's got to do something.
Right. And you cannot imagine, folks, the joy that those kids get from anything, especially when it can be given to them and it stays theirs. I was raised in a children's home in South Texas in this same type of setting where there were 12 cottages. I mean, they're just oversized homes, is what they are. And there were many of the homes had couples, many of the homes just had a mother, but you were raised in a true family atmosphere. Now, many times when things were sent to you, especially clothes, when you got to where you outgrown them, they went to the commissary and somebody else could use them. So to receive a blanket or a stuffed animal or a jewelry box even that is going to remain yours, it really does mean something, especially for kids. Like in my situation, when myself and a younger brother and sister went out to children's home, folks, we had nothing. We each had one little box that had maybe 2 or 3 sets of clothes in it, and that was it. So anything that these kids are going to get, number one, it takes it replaces what has to be bought for them, whether it be clothes or food or even just toiletries and things like that. So yes, this is a really great thing that's going on. I don't know anything about it. Hello, our crochet cabin. How are you, sweetheart?
That's Kimmy.
Kimmy. Yeah, I knew as soon as I heard her name, I'd know it.
Yeah. Wow, Michael. That is so awesome that you were able to do that.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
So you don't have to be going to the Yarny Social to participate in the giving of the blanket or the sun bunny.
Right.
You can just make it and send a picture to Dana, and then she'll give you the address to send it to.
Oh, that's awesome.
They do ask that you just use acrylic or cotton, no animal fibers.
Right.
And be really mindful of if you have animals, that your animals don't get all over um
The yarn or the
yeah,
project.
yeah, that you keep it out of.
Little Carrie says, so wait, why would you not be able to make either the blanket or the bunny before October, Carrie? That's a long ways off.
Because I have too much on my plate. And I knew I wouldn't be able to make it. Because I have this that I'm doing that has to be done by July 10th. Then I have the Nemo
Mm-hmm.
Way, whatever. Then I have the Cove. And then it's October, and I don't have time for the gumball. And then I have the Jane Crow blanket if it's not October yet for you and I to do.
Tricia says, I have nothing on my plate. Little Carrie says, I see bunnies in your future.
I bet not.
Yeah.
I tried. I got 2 legs done, and I was like, I ain't doing this. Seriously. Anyway,
Well, it's a great cause. Really is.
it is a great cause. And if I could do amigurumi sun bunnies, I would do a bunch.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But the I'm with Carrie. I make bunny parts for 2 bunnies, and they're in a bag. I said, forget this. Thank you, Bonnie.
oh goodness. Hello, Bonnie. How are you today, sweetheart? I didn't see you come in earlier. Well, I bet
Ask
we
me
can
Bonnie.
find you
We got
something.
it together.
You know, Trisha, if you need something to do, I'm sure we could all pitch in and send you a little bit of yarn and give you some ideas.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, Nancy, not enough time in the day to do everything I want to do. Darla says, I have one somebody leg done. I've been busy, busy, busy. Sandra said, I made Baby Yoda parts 4 years ago and I still haven't put them together. Oh my goodness.
Bonnie says I'm good. Good to see you.
I missed somebody's comment up here. Let's see. I'm with Carrie. I made the bouquet. Not enough time. There you go. Oh, there it is. Little Carrie said, bunny parts in a bag, Bonnie? Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
The struggle is real, people.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Alexa, stop. I took my pills like a good girl. Get off my back. Good grief.
Oh goodness. Well, I want to remind everybody that we will be playing bingo tomorrow, 9:30 Eastern, which
6:30
makes it,
Pacific.
yeah, and you just figure out your time zone from there. Um, Sarah, if you're going to play bingo with us tomorrow, please be sure to watch out for Carrie's notification and go ahead and have 5 numbers in mind, 1 through 75, so we can get you in the description box before we start playing, and you can start playing with us right when we get started. Alexa's being abused is okay. Wow, Alexa being abused daily. Well, she just can't, Carrie set her up to remind her to take her pills. Only one channel today. I went to go hunt Carrie's. Bonnie, we have changed it up a little bit where on Mondays and Thursdays will be on my channel. and Tuesday for bingo, just like we always are on Carrie's, and then Wednesdays and Fridays at Carrie's house. That way we only have one chat going and everybody can see what's going on in the chat. Oh, that was awful sweet of you, Mara. Yes, those of you that don't have Sarah, she is just getting started. So please go and pick her up and let's show her some yarny love, because Mara just went and put some yarn in her window by picking her up. So y'all be sure and do the same. Oh, Sandra says, Alexa, remind Carrie every 15 minutes.
Alexa, delete that. Yeah, I'm glad. Now stop.
Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. All right. So we have been on here for an hour. Don't forget bingo tomorrow. And then we'll be at Carrie's house at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. So thank you all so much again for being here. I greatly appreciate your company. Y'all are just all lovely, lovely, lovely. So please remember, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be your light that they need to see. Again, thank you so much for being here with us. We love you all. Y'all have a great day, and be sure to find some time to crochet.
Be a blessing. Wish somebody a good day.
Yes.
A random act of kindness of any kind will bless anybody's day.
Amen. Amen.
Love
We
you
love
guys.
you all. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.